What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over some mental lessons on how to deal with red days. Check it out. Picture this, guys. You're a new trader. You've been trading for a short period of time, maybe a year or less, and you finally got yourself on a green streak. You've been green every day for about 8 days, and you're feeling really good about yourself. You know what else feels good? Discount codes, and I'm going to leave a 25% off discount code for trade ideas in the comment section and in the description section, so make sure you check that out, and the free Discord is down there as well. Now, you feel good. You've been green for 8 days in a row. You're on top of the world, right? As a new trader, you feel amazing. As an experienced trader, you feel good. 8 days is no joke, okay? Now, all of a sudden, day number 9 rolls around. You step into the day. Action looks good. You got a nice little watch list cooking, and you put on your first trade. It goes red on you, but you're good because it is red within your risk tolerance. So you say to yourself, all good. I lost the amount of money that I knew I would lose if I was wrong. I know my strategy. I know what I'm doing. Let me look for a second trade. So now you go ahead and you say, you know what? I'm going to put on my second trade. You wait, you find a pattern, and you enter your trade. You know where your stop loss is at, etc. And yet you're red again on this trade. So now you're red on your first trade within your risk tolerance. You're red on your second trade within your risk tolerance. But now it's starting to add up a little bit, and you're like, damn, man, I've been green 8 days in a row. Am I really going to be red on the 9th day? So you say to yourself, well, you know, both trades I'm red just within my risk tolerance, so it's okay. Let me see if I can find myself another trade. And if this third trade is green and it goes here and adheres to the plan, then it should bring me right back to green on the day, right? That's what you would say as an experienced trader. Not to say that if you've just been trading a whole year, you're already an experienced trader, but hey, you might be a really good trader, okay? You're still a new trader. You've just acquired your first nice, solid green streak, your first day that's coming red here after that green streak. And you got 2 red trades. First trade within risk tolerance, second trade within risk tolerance. Next trade. So now you know you're down 2 trades in a day. You take your third trade and you're thinking to yourself, this one should bring me back to green on the day. And it should, according to risk tolerance, if you're doing, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, right? So now on your risk to reward, and your risk tolerance remains the same on each trade. So now you're thinking to yourself, okay, this trade should bring me back. And theoretically it should if you're right and if it goes in your favor. But all of a sudden this trade also goes red on you. Now you're 3 trades into the day that are red. Now let's use some easy numbers so that we can do a little bit of math. Let's say your risk tolerance is $100 per trade. This means you're down $300 on the day. Now the question remains, do I take a 4th trade or do I just cut it here on the day? Me personally, I have a rule, 3 strikes are out in the morning. Now, if you go after the 4th trade, maybe look at those 3 trades prior and be like, were they A setups, B setups, or C setups? If you look at them, they're probably C setups because not every day is built the same. And just because you were on an 8-day green streak where setups were beautiful doesn't mean that on the 9th day you're going to have the same setups working. It doesn't mean that you're going to be green again either. You can't let emotions dictate your decision making. So now you look at it and you're like, these kind of really do look like C setups, maybe B minus at the best. And maybe I'm letting emotions get the best of me. But you decide anyways to take a 4th trade. And now instead of taking that 4th trade and keeping it at $100 risk, you decide to take on a little bit more risk because you say to yourself, well, if I take this trade, I might be green on it. If I'm green, I'll probably make $300, putting me back at break even on the day when I should really have made money today. So you take a little bit more size on that trade, and that, my friends, is a huge mistake. Now, why would I consider that a huge mistake? Well, I consider it a huge mistake simply because you're now trading on emotions. You're literally revenge trading. Instead of sticking to your strategy and to your risk tolerance, now you're upping your size when you are cold and you're 0 for 3. You're upping your size, trying to make it all back in one fell swoop plus profit, right? Instead of trading the plan, right, you're trading on emotions now, and that's never a good thing to do. In my opinion, trading on emotions is going to be how you're going to lose. So what I personally like to do, come back in the afternoon and see if there's anything setting up for the afternoon or for a swing trade. Otherwise, the next day is another day. And my job the next day is solely to come in and trade my plan. Try to book a nice green day, okay? So you got to watch those steps. You got to watch those emotions. If that emotion starts to creep up on you in that 4th trade or that 3rd trade, and you're like, I got to up my size now so I can make it all back, then you're not trading right. You're not trading the plan, and you're trading on emotions. And the difference between a disciplined trader and an inexperienced trader is that you don't trade on emotions and the other one trades on emotions. So you don't want to do that, because that's exactly how you begin to lose. And not only do you lose money, but you also lose mental capital. And when you start to lose mental capital, you lose your confidence, and that causes you to come in the next day size down tremendously because you're afraid to lose that much money again. All of a sudden you go on a nice little short streak there with green trades that should have made back all your losses plus plenty of profit, and now you're barely breaking at break even on that loss from that one single day, all because you over traded, all because you traded on emotions, all because you revenge traded, right? So this is something you want to pay close attention to. So what's the answer, you might ask? Well, the answer is really simple, at least for me anyways. Adhere to your rules. Your rules are there for a reason. They're there to protect you, right? You've acquired those rules and put them in place after looking at your stats. For me, for example, I don't do well trading at 9:30, right? My rules show me that between 9:30 and 9:40, 9:45, I'll lose more often than I'll win. And it shows that from 9:40, 9:45 and on, I win more often than I lose. So my rule is the bell rings, I sit there and I just flip through charts looking for opportunity. All right, that's what I do. That's what works for me. So write down your rules, put them on a notepad, put them on your screen there, or write them down like an actual notepad and stick it on your screen, whatever you have to do, so you see your rules and you adhere to them, because they're there based on your stats to protect you. Guys, that's pretty much it. Remember to check out the links in the description section below to the free Discord, the trade ideas with the coupon code. Also, Webull, you download the app, you fund the account with just $5 and you get free stock. So why not go after that? It's free money. And remember, thedaytraderchatroom.com, there's 5-day trials in the description section. Any questions, drop them in the comment section. I'm happy to come back around and talk shop with you guys. I always enjoy speaking and talking with you guys about stocks and trading and investing. Let me know your thoughts. What do you struggle with? What do you want the next video to be on? And I hope to catch you on the next one.